Good morning. How are you? It is Wednesday, May 22nd. We're coming up on, my bad hair day. We're coming up on Memorial Day weekend. Can you believe?
Fix the wig.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it just didn't go well this morning. I'm Terry.
I'm Diana.
And we are For the Stitcher Soul. Welcome. We're so glad you joined us. This is episode 78.
Getting up there.
We are getting up there. We're over 200 on our YouTube followers. So we're heading for our next goal, which would be at 400. And when we do the 400, we'll do another giveaway. Actually, we forgot to pull.
We did, Tracy.
No.
Oh.
So next month, we're going to start something new. I think you'll like it. It's a surprise. So, what's new with me? The kids are coming this weekend. I get to see all my grandchildren.
Oh, that's
nice. So I'm a
nice.
happy camper.
That'll be fun.
That'll be a wonderful weekend.
Running.
Yeah, Libby and James won't be in till Saturday
midday
supper time. And they're staying till Monday.
Oh, that's nice.
I have to go to a memorial service Saturday morning for a dear friend who passed away of stomach cancer. And it was quick. He was diagnosed and boom, gone. So that memorial service is Saturday morning. So I'll be in the store in the afternoon. But then when I'm done here, I get to go home and play with the grandkids. Yeah. So that's what's new with me. How about you?
The dental. I had dental surgery yesterday. Okay.
We were both in doctor chairs yesterday.
Yes. I went prompt. 11 o'clock hit in the chair.
7:30 here. Not the dentist.
No, the dentist. I had to take drugs the night before, drugs that morning.
Not pretty. Not pretty.
To say, all but drooling. All but drooling. You would ask me a question, and Vince said, I would ask you something, and you just had that glazed over look.
Deer in the headlight.
I couldn't walk from the door to the where you had to go to sit in the chair without someone making sure, because I was like one of those weeble wobbles.
And they don't fall down.
Well, no, I was going to fall down. It's not true. But I did. It was, let me just tell you, that's, to me, is the scariest thing, because I don't remember anything from like 11 till maybe 1:45. Gone. I mean,
wow.
I thought 5 minutes. I thought it was, because I looked, and once they took the device, because they had to put a device on the side of your mouth, so you can't, because it was this tooth that I had to have fixed. I go, what time is it? Like that. And she goes to me, it's 1:45. And I go, what happened to 12? 12:30? I said, oh my God. And she goes, you are out.
Best way to have dental work, as far as I'm concerned.
I don't.
Best way.
It's
put me to sleep.
Oh my God.
Prop my jaw open, do the work, and because I hate the dentist. But I've always hated the dentist. In fact, when I was a kid, I'll never forget it. The dentist had to. I had broken a tooth, and the dentist had to take the root out of my gum, and he numbed me, but clearly didn't numb me enough. And when he was trying to do it, I belted him.
My sister Jeanette did that. She bit the dentist.
They had my dad come in and hold me down so that they could finish it.
Oh,
and it's like, and I've never liked the dentist. Never since then.
My sister Jeanette did. She didn't. she bit him. She said, "I'm going to bite you."
I belted him.
And
let me tell you, this is a very tall, like 6'4" linebacker for the Packers.
Oh God, I can't.
And I belted him.
Nope,
he didn't like it.
I don't think anybody would like belted.
I was a kid, for crying out loud. I was just a little kid.
Oh my God. No.
Anyhow, so
I got a nice coffee cup though.
Did you?
Yeah, it only cost me $3,000.
$3,000
for that coffee cup. So Vince took it out of the $395 bag and the $3,000 cup. And Vince was going to throw the bag away. I go, "You're not throwing the $400 bag out." No. He goes, "It's just paper." No, that bag cost me $400. You're not throwing it away.
All right, let's check in. Who we got? Oh, good morning, Miss Sarah. And Lisa's with us. And there's Miss Mary Ellen. I feel like Miss Jean on Romper Room.
Yeah.
There's Mickey and Paula and Celine. And here's Terry and Diana. I finally got my name.
What is it? Romper, Stomper,
Dumper, Do. Tell me true.
Now we're just dated ourselves.
Yeah, we did big time. That and Captain Kangaroo, man.
Oh, well, Captain Kangaroo.
I love Captain Kangaroo. I like over, Bunny and Mr. Green Jeans.
But wasn't Romper Room only here?
No, I had no Romper Room in Massachusetts.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. I just thought Romper Room was just a New York thing.
I don't say no, because I would watch it in Massachusetts when I was a kid. So unless it was a syndicated program, I don't know, but I watched it. Good morning, Vince. Nice to see you. So,
did you do anything this weekend? Any stitching?
No. That needs to that needs to happen. But no, I did not. Whipco update. So I get my Whipco done. I work on my Whipco usually on Wednesday evening at Open Stitch. So this month for me, the number we pulled was number 8, and on my Whipco board, that is my Cruel project. And this is just a piece of it. Now, for those of you who may or may not know the story, I was gifted the Mellerstain fire screen, which is a Scottish reproduction of the actual fire screen from a castle in Scotland. Well, I didn't want to start it until I practiced my stitching. So I picked up this beautiful piece by Jane Rainbow to practice on. And so this is as far as I've gotten on it. I managed to get the rest of my grapes and my leaf here done. I also changed the color because the pattern calls for gold and coral grapes. And I'm sorry.
No.
It didn't quite sit right with me. Gold and coral just don't go with grapes. So I changed it. And one of my good friends, one of my fellow stitchers, happened to have some wool, very old wool from
the best kind.
Yep. She brought it to me, and I switched it out, and I added the purple. And this is all French knots. This is satin stitch. So that's how far I got. So for this month, I've gone from here to here, working on Wednesday evenings. So I finished up this one. So I basically worked from here over this month. So I got a bit more done. So I'm happy. It got a little bit more love. And we'll see what comes with the next round, because next week we pull the Whipco for June. Got some finishing done this week. Ornament of the month for May. And these kits, I believe, have gone out.
No.
Oh, they haven't?
No.
They're going out today.
We're waiting for,
Sorry. A little slow on the uptake this month. And this is the non-Christmas one. And it says summer. And this is the Mindful Needle is the designer this month. And this is the Christmas one. Now, I finished it as a stand-up,
which I like.
So you can do it this way, and it comes with the stand. Okay, the kit, we included the stand, but you could do it as just a little square ornament and put a cording string on the back here so that it would hang from the tree if you wanted the tree ornament.
I kind of like this because
it's really cool
Christmas.
Because when you sit it on the table, it's Christmas, or you could take it to the office.
Yep.
Or you could stitch it up and give it to the teacher for a teacher gift. It's easy to do.
But it's also really kind of like a January thing because it's still a tree.
Well, you still got your red and green.
But that sometimes I stretch mine.
But if you chose to do this again, since you'll have the pattern, if you chose to do this again, you could use other colors besides the red and green that we used. You could use green, or you could even do like a bluish gray, and for winter,
like a soft blue,
right? And leave the star off, and just have the green tree. So. Options to think about. So, what did you do?
What did I do? I did several things. I had to take a break from the blanket. Oh, that blanket is driving me crazy. Driving me absolutely crazy. So, what I did, and I forgot the pattern.
Shame on you.
I finished Camel. C for Camel.
In the
Bag of the Month series.
Maisie and, or what is
Patty
it? Patty and
Charlie.
Oh, look at that. Isn't that cute?
So I did the parrot, macabre, I think is what, macabre. I did
the passport,
which was January. Good. I'm sorry. And then I did the camel. And then she knows what that means.
Finishing service.
She knows what that means. So I did that and I finished that. That was a simple, fast stitch. And I did it on just simple white, and I did it on 14 count because I wanted it a little bit bigger so we could put it on the wall. And I was afraid if we did it too small, I did it too small in a small count, it wouldn't be.
Yeah, you wouldn't
be able to see it as well. Depending on, I'd have to put it down low so you could look at it, and this way it just gave me a little versatility. I did that, and anybody that knows me knows that I have a little problem with nutcrackers.
One?
Yeah.
One?
But this was in just cross stitch, and it's the nutcracker. Yeah, I got it going right.
Yep.
This one here. So I started them.
Patriotic nutcracker.
And I'm just putting this over the pattern.
Good.
And then I just did this like for 2 hours yesterday, and I got it.
Cool.
Much. And what
count? Looks like it could be 14.
16.
16.
I did it on 16, and it's been.
Where did you get?
Little scrap.
It can't be. Vintage Country Mocha doesn't come in 16.
It's either what is it, 18 or 14?
Yeah, 14.
Okay, then
right?
it's got to be 18 then, because I'm only using one thread.
Big,
doesn't it? So that's why I thought it was 16.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Because Vintage Country Mocha, I haven't been able to get Vintage Country Mocha in 16 count. Remember? Because that's right. Why we had to do the.
Yep. In 16.
Yeah.
You're right. Just a teeny little scrap of it that I had, and it's just a simple little, maybe like that big type thing, not big at all, and it was in just cross stitch. And there's a couple other, I like to stitch patriotic. So I wanted to get some more little pieces done. So I tried to get that. I'm trying to get that done. I will probably have this finished probably by the weekend. It's quiet. I can get that done. But that's what that and the blanket. And I didn't bring the blanket because I figured I'm sick of looking at that blanket. Everybody else is probably just as sick of looking at it as I am. So I didn't bring it, but I did a little bit more and the teddy bears are big.
Yeah.
Good sized teddy bears. And I thought in the picture, it looks like blocks of color.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. It's the blanket for the one teddy bear. It's 4 of one shade of green, 2 of another shade of green, and then it picks back up. And I don't want to, you got to cut, and I don't want to drag the needle too far. As a rule of thumb, I'll only drag my needle over 2 spaces. But of course, it's over 4. The next time you have to use that color again. So you got to stop, start, stop, start, stop, start to get that V kind of pattern on it. And I don't mind doing it. It's fun doing it. It's easy doing it. But it's stop, start, stop, start. And I'm not a big stop, start fan. I would rather do block of color. So that's a slow.
Not a confetti person, huh?
No, not a big confetti person. To me, it slows me up. It slows me up. Plus, you have to use a different tapestry needle to stitch because it's going through cotton. Because it's cotton, batting, cotton. So you can't use the traditional round needle. You have to use kind of a pointy needle.
Yeah.
And it's a big needle.
Yeah.
And not a huge needle, but it's bigger. So it's getting used to the big needle again.
Yeah.
And I like to use the petite needles. And I can't use, which I like the Sullivan's with the ball on the end.
I like them too. They're expensive.
But
I mean, it's like $10.80 for 2 needles, but man, they are nice.
They are. I can't use, and I'm used to the Sullivan ball ones, and I'm used to the little Sullivan petite ones, the little tiny ones. So this one is just a little bit bigger than the ball needle, but I like it, and I like stitching on it. The nice thing about this is you just submerge when it's done, submerge the blanket in water. The blue will come instantly off of it. So you don't have to be meticulous, but
so
I'm
question
anal about it. Will I do it again?
No, the blanket.
Yeah.
Your stitching shows on the back.
Yeah. I always what I do with mine is, because you're going to wash the blanket over and over because it's a baby blanket. I put the, what's that line, the stuff that you iron on the back? Interfacing.
Wash away interfacing?
No, I leave it so it stays. And then what I do is I get a piece of soft
flannel.
Yeah. And I back it.
Okay.
That way
because I was going to say, that's one of the reasons why I never really liked doing baby blankets, was because your stitching shows on the backside.
Yeah.
And it's like, why would you want your stitching to show if you're giving it away for a baby blanket?
And plus you have to do it 3, so you can't, I don't think you could do the double over 2, so your knots and stuff. And I have
you could do 2, you could do 4 instead of 3 and do the loop method, because you could take 2 threads. And
but 4 was too bulky because I tried 4, and 2 was too thin.
Okay.
So what I usually do with them is I do the iron on, just on, like it would be just on the main parts, the teddy bears and the TP. I'll just cut it so it's not the whole blanket, because that's too expensive to do. That's sheets of it. So I usually just piece it together, iron it on, and then what I do is I get a soft flannel or whatever.
Babies love flannel.
Yes, and it's warm, and it's a warm blanket because it's an older blanket, so it's got the thickness. Batting in it.
Yeah.
So, and then what I do is whatever the prominent color is, I just do a new border around the edge of it, and then it catches all the sides, and I don't have to worry.
Do you blanket stitch it?
No, I don't. I just do a regular stitch. I never thought to do that.
You could blanket stitch with a pearl cotton that matched. Give you a nice decorative edge.
I never trying to give yourself a little extra work there.
You do know that I frame and finish, right, everybody? It is a service I offer here at the store.
And it's just not me. It can't, I mean,
it's not just her. I do it for a lot of people.
Although this is my favorite thing to do. Here we go. Like that. That's my truly favorite thing to do. I don't mind stitching. I'm just, you know what it is?
I've stitched,
I'm lazy.
I've framed a few pieces.
I'm lazy.
I posted some pictures on the Facebook page of different things that I finished.
Oh, the owls.
Oh, aren't they cute?
God.
Oh, they are. They've already been given to the person who had me framed. She brought me the frames. She got the frames from a store up in the Adirondacks. I just love the frames. They were just so cute. And they really just go with those cute little owls. It's a kit that I think it's like it's a pre-stamped kit. And
really?
Yeah, it's a pre-stamped kit. I don't know where she gets them, but this is like the third or fourth ones I've done for her. But she stitches them up and then she gives them to me to frame and finish. You have to soak the piece to get rid of the color.
I didn't.
You have to soak the piece to get rid of the color, and then of course I have to reblock it so that it's nice and square, and and then I will then I get it ready and frame it. And those are just the cutest little owls. I just love the eyes.
Yes.
I love the big eyes.
She did a beautiful job on those.
Yeah, she does.
I didn't know
a wonderful, wonderful woman too.
I thought it was counted. I didn't know it was stamped.
No, it was stamped.
But in
fact, I need to find out because we're getting a lot more people calling and asking for kits. Stamped kits. The other thing that leads me into the next piece we were going to talk about is people have been we're getting a lot more calls for embroidery and also for some needlepoint stuff. And of course, we're looking to expand. So we're going to start we've been slowly but surely adding needlepoint stuff. We won't be carrying painted canvas because that's just cost prohibitive. We encourage, if there's one that you want, go online, buy it, and then come to us and we'll help you, kit it up and get your threads and everything. But the other thing we're adding is embroidery, and we got a package. When we were at market, we were in the Cottage Garden. It was the Cottage Garden sampler store. They're out of Australia. And they also had someone, they must have been sharing a room because this is another gal from Australia called Hare's Nest Stitchery, who does the most beautiful embroidery. And so we picked up a kit and we just got them. Took us 2 months to get them. She had some trouble, I guess,
weather-wise.
Yeah. They had a massive typhoon or something just before they came to market, and everything got flooded. So it took a little bit of time for them to get up and going. But this kit includes everything you need. It has a reusable, biodegradable stencil card, and you can reuse the stencil. And this comes with pieces and parts to complete a project. And then she also did, this is floral and stencils and scraps. This is great little kit for embroidery.
Very pretty.
It's great little kit.
And I have to say, I thought it would be flimsy the stencil. That's a good, sturdy, reusable piece of the cardboard, which is really
it
nice.
is really good
quality.
Good quality cardboard. The other thing that we got in the same room from Cottage Garden Threads, that's what it was, Cottage Garden Threads.
Yep.
Katie Dawson, who owns them,
Mojo Stitch,
came up with this gorgeous. I need to get one done up, and that's a project I'm going to be working on. But this wonderful work pillow to put on your lap, in person, it is gorgeous. It's great. It's embroidered in the center and then made into a pillow that sits on your lap.
You can put your fabric
and
your threads in.
Yeah, you can put there's a space to
Down
put your threads on right here. It's really, really cool to have it just hang off like that. So I'm going to get a sample done so people can see what it looks like.
Actually, this, I don't know if you could see it. Let's try holding it this way. That's a house. And that's a stencil that you embroider. And it's,
yeah,
it's included in the package.
And she also showed this one from Mojo Stitches that you could use in the center instead of the house. If you would prefer this one, you could do this instead.
And it's monochromatic color.
Yeah, it's monochromatic. It's actually, that would be beautiful in one of the the overdyes.
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking.
Now, Cottage Garden has their own thread line that we don't carry, but you could do any color, whatever color you like. If you like purple or pink or rainbow, you could do anything. So these have just come in, literally. I haven't even got them into the system and priced yet. So those will be in this week.
And it's a bird in the center. So for the bird lovers, you got your bird.
The other thing we have in that's brand new.
Oh, there's one other. Oh, here.
Oh, well, those are all the same.
Nope.
No, that's something else.
Oh, okay.
That's something else.
Put this over here, so it doesn't.
All right. So that's all we got, right?
Yeah.
That's all we got.
Yeah, I'll take.
That's all we got. Okay, and that can go over there. Okay. So the other thing that's new in. Look at these. You know the big bags that we've been doing, the Shepherd's Bush bags? Well, they now come in mini. This is, doesn't say how big it is. It just says it's mini. And there's new charts that we're waiting to arrive that are designed for the minis. And they come in all the same colors as the big bag, so you can have a matching accessory case. And those just arrived, so those will be going in this week. And there's new colors for the big bags. This is called Corn Silk. It's a beautiful yellow, gorgeous, gorgeous yellow. And then there's this one's called Jade. It's a teal, almost a teal color, teal green. That's the new color. And then now we have Rose, which is beautiful.
Very pretty. Very pretty.
Those will all be in stock later today. I will get them uploaded. So that's done. So we're working on starting to pull in embroidery stuff. And I'm working on getting someone to teach an embroidery class, which is lovely. And one of the other things I'm looking at pulling in, I know I've mentioned this before, but I brought it again to show Brazilian embroidery. What is Brazilian embroidery? Brazilian embroidery is embroidery stitches that were actually, it was the history of it is it dates back to Italy that moved, or China, that moved to the Netherlands and then moved to South America over its travel.
Wow.
And the woman in South America was sick of using regular old cotton thread. So she helped design what's called rayon thread. And Brazilian embroidery, this is a beginner piece, is a three-dimensional embroidery using rayon thread. It takes your basic embroidery stitches and it builds on those basics to create three-dimensional pieces. This is number one. This was my first beginner piece. And then I'm going to show you. I have some other beginner pieces that I did. This one is called Creeping Jenny. Now, the designer of these pieces, Sunshine, is passed away. And I did reach out to her family to see if I could get her patterns and maybe purchase the copyrights and whatnot, but they never responded. So that was a no. And so I reached out to Edmar, which is the producer of the rayon threads. And this is Gerber daisies. And what each piece does is it builds on the stitches from before. It uses the stitches from before and adds a new stitch in with each new piece. This one is another one. If anyone recalls the name JDR Embroidery, that's who came up with these designs. This is roses. And the new stitch there is the bullion. And then what you do is you take all your stitches and you work on another piece using all of the stitches you learned. This is the second one I've stitched. Oh, I did one for my mom.
What is this stitch right here?
That is a cast on stitch.
Almost looks like
a cast on buttonhole.
Yeah,
it's like a cast on buttonhole.
That is so cool.
And it just, a lot of these are basic stitches that you learn in embroidery. It's just you're doing them with the rayon thread. The rayon thread is very slippery. So it slides very nicely when you're trying to do all these fancy three-dimensional stitches and you build on each one.
And there's French knots in that.
Yep, there are French knots in it. There are bullions. There is fly stitch. There's back stitch. There's stem stitch. There's cast on. Wow. There's all kinds of different stitches. So I had to reach out to Edmar, and I went looking for some basics. So I got some basics. I'm working on this one. I'm working on the model for this one right now. You learn 5 stitches to complete that piece. And I'm working on the model now.
Oh, you have to use multiple needles too.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
There's multiple needles, and these are sharp needles. These aren't your normal needles that you use when you're doing cross stitch. These have sharp points on them, and you use different needles for different things.
Yeah, look at the size of that needle.
Yep. Because think about it. A lot of these needles are very long because you're casting on stitches and wraps so that you can get the three-dimensional effect of the piece. This is Creeping Flower.
That's pretty.
So I'm working on that one. Oh, there's one on the floor there. And I figured I'd start with small pieces first for people to get used to doing stitches. Here's another one that has 5 stitches in it. And this is the Giron daisy, which is a basic. That's a basic. And this one is the lazy daisy, a little bit different. And this has 6 stitches that you'll learn in it. Then this is another one. It's a little bit more advanced, but or this is a basic. This is 6 stitches as well. This is the boucle rose. So you learn how to do those flowers, which are, believe it or not, really, really easy.
Really?
Yeah. It's really easy. And then this one is Peach Blossom. This is another kit. And the kits come with the fabric already stamped and the thread you need to complete it and the needle. So these little kits are wonderful. So if you want a new challenge, this one is the rolled rose. I love roses. So, and I love doing these. These are, and again, comes with everything you need. And this one is a cast on daisy.
I love the blue in that.
Yep. And then when you feel comfortable doing the smaller ones, then you can get a bigger kit that comes already packaged up to do multiple different flowers on one piece.
Oh,
I like to start with small pieces so that I know I can get it finished and I feel a sense of accomplishment. So once you get the small pieces to continue working on your flowers and your designs, this one requires 8 basic embroidery stitches to complete it. A little bit more work, and it comes in 2 colorways. Same pattern, just different colors. And then similar to the one I stitched is this one called the Spring Sampler.
Pretty.
Again, comes with all your floss, your needles. So I will be adding this into the repertoire here. So I will be setting up some beginner classes.
Is that a stitch to get, or is
No,
that just...
that's just the frame.
Oh, it's the frame.
Yeah, it's just what the border they put around the picture. So that's Brazilian embroidery. Gorgeous. I've done a couple of pieces and I've given them away. I give everything away. It's just why I have no samples in the store, because I give it all away. So that's Brazilian embroidery, and we'll be bringing that on board. That and
looking into other avenues, the stamped.
Yeah, the stamped embroidery for people who just want to do plain embroidery. And we were also looking at maybe some wool applique.
Oh, yeah.
We were talking about maybe some wool applique, because that goes very nicely with cross stitch and using penny rugs and things like that to help decorate and finish your pieces.
I think I have a fascination with the penny rolls.
The penny rugs.
Yes.
Penny rugs are nothing more than pieces of wool, and usually it's felted wool. What they do is they take the wool, wash it in hot water so it shrinks down so it's nice and tight and it won't ravel. That's what felted wool is. And what you do is you cut circles,
which is you use a template.
You use a template, you cut the circles, and then you layer different size circles together using a buttonhole stitch to put them together into a stack.
Now, is that how did the edges?
It's the buttonhole stitch.
Okay. And then the thing that fascinates me is is there a space between each stitch?
Yeah. And
Like-
there's a way to do it so that you get the same stitch
See, that's
every
the
time.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Because it almost
I
reminds me
take
of
a little,
hem.
I take a pen and I make a 1/4 inch mark. I make a mark on my thumb, and then 1/4 inch away, I make another mark on my thumb. And when I'm stitching, I fold it. And when you do your buttonhole stitch, you make sure that when you do your stitch at that 1/4 inch mark, that's where your next stitch is on your thumb.
So that's how you get it.
So that's how you get your stitch uniform around. That's how I do it, and it works.
That is
Or
so
if you don't,
clever.
if you want a more primitive look and you don't want them evenly spaced, some people have to have things evenly spaced. It drives them insane.
Yes.
If it's not.
Yes.
Doesn't bother me because I think it gives it a primitive look. So if you aren't that if you don't care as much for evenly spacing, you don't have to have it exactly the same. You just take a stitch and keep going, and you go all the way around. And then what you have when you're done is you have you use pearl cotton to do it. Or you could even use embroidery floss. Pearl cotton kind of gives it a more decorative look. And then you say you take an inch circle, then you take a 1.5 inch circle, and then you take a 2 inch circle. You layer them together and put them together, each one, okay, centered on each other with a buttonhole stitch. So now you have what's called a penny rug. Because back in the day, they would use pennies to make their circles.
Clever. Okay. Because I think penny, the little, like what we have now, but like when you go to England, the penny is the biggest. It's the biggest coin.
That's where it comes from.
Gotcha.
Because pennies would be used to cut your circles, penny rugs.
I love them. And
then you can you can tack different pieces together so that you can make a long table runner. Or you can accent a pillow or a piece that you've worked on by taking little penny rugs or little, and putting them on different pieces, appliquing them on so that it gives it a little bit more dimension.
Actually, if you're going to do a pillow, the little pillows, that would be cute on the back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No. Oh.
Or
I like that.
If you want, when you're finishing, if you don't want to have to worry about struggling to whip close that just opening when you're doing the pillow, you want it completely stitched around, you cut a hole, an X in the back in your backing, and then you cover that X with penny rug. Yeah, a penny rug, so you don't see where you stuffed it.
I think that would be
you don't even see it.
I would.
You're getting tips and tricks today, boy.
I just think I love the colors that they put together. Like when they do those. Oh, they're gorgeous. And they're so expensive.
I like layering homespun with felted wool.
Oh, yeah.
There's different patterns out there that you can do that with. And another way to do wool applique is use freezer paper. If you want a nice sharp edge, you cut your paper, you cut your design out of freezer paper, iron it onto whatever your fabric is that you want to make a piece of, and you leave a 1/4 inch, you cut a 1/4 inch around the freezer paper. Then you take your edge, roll it over, and baste it down onto the freezer paper.
Stop giving it away.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm thinking maybe I'm giving it away.
Maybe that might be a fun class to do. Because you really don't need that much, do you?
No, an applique class? No.
I'm thinking something
you need
like that.
Scraps. You can go and if they're having a fat quarter sale, or we have fat quarter bundles of homespun that you could take and make some different pieces and parts. You could applicate on a piece of homespun or not homespun, muslin. You could do it on anything, even poplar. Poplin is a nice heavy fabric that you can you can applique on that's good for pillows. And you can get different colors at Joann's.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Let me just say, I think I love them. And I don't have that kind of, my furniture isn't, but I just think that they're gorgeous. Especially at the holidays and it's snowing.
Well,
you got the candle.
I'm a primitive country.
I like to stitch primitive.
I like primitive country
Yes.
anyway.
Yep.
My house is primitive country.
Yes. But I just think
and
those
cluttered.
maximalist.
Very cluttered. Cluttered. In other words, I'm not at hoarder level, but I really don't like to throw anything away because as soon as you do, you need it.
Can I just say, I was talking on the phone yesterday and I was going downstairs, and one of the few times, I don't even know why I had it in my back pocket, my cell phone. If anybody knows me, they'll ask me, what's your phone number? And I have to look at, and what I'll say to them is, see my assistant over there? It's usually Vince.
Yeah.
Vince, what's my phone number? And then he's like, he goes, do you really need to? No, I don't. As long as I got my personal assistant, I don't
Her
need
own
to
little
know.
PDA.
Yeah. I don't know my phone. I didn't, and I'm sticking to the story. I didn't grow up with a cell phone. I was late to getting a cell phone. I got enough stuff to lug.
I didn't grow up with a cell phone either.
I don't know what it is.
I mean,
about
for crying
my
out
cell
loud, when
phone.
I was a kid, the phone was still on the wall and it was rotary.
Let me just tell you, if anybody, when they come into the shop, I wear the straight-legged pants. And traditionally, they don't have pockets in them.
Yeah, the legging pants.
Yes. So I thought, okay, this is what I'm going to do. I found when I was getting new ones, because the black, after a while, kind of in the dark navy blue are my two favorite colors. They fade and they don't look as nice. So when I got some new ones, they had pockets on the side. So what I did was, genius idea. I'm going to put my cell phone in the pocket. Okay. Nobody told me. And this might be too personal, but take it for what it is. I would put it in and I forget that it was in my pocket on my thigh. And I would go into the ladies' room. And I was always paranoid that I would drop it in the toilet. I would drop it and crack the screen. And so what I do is I take it out now and I either put it on the toilet.
Which is why I hear, oh crap, I left my phone in the bathroom.
So now I leave my phone all over the place because I can't. And it's not like.
She is getting better at it though.
My son and daughter got me the watch with the phone built in it. And I forget to put the watch on. So I can't even get away with that. It's terrible. And Vince is always, I was calling you. I couldn't find you in the store. One, depending on what store it is, you're not going to find me for a reason, Vince. Just saying. Two, mail.
We got mail.
Thanks.
Thank you. Look at that. We got mail. What do we got? What do we got?
Oh, this is the pattern.
Oh, we got the patterns.
Fabric.
And more fabric.
Okay.
Actually, no, I think that is perforated paper. They got new colors. There, open it up. Let's do an unboxing right on live. Oh my God, have they got it taped so good we can't open it?
Yeah. It's every nook and cranny is taped down.
Oh, dang. Nothing? All right.
But
while you talk about that, I'll go get scissors.
Okay, got it.
Because we'll do the unboxing.
Now, anybody that watches knows how I am with books. Well, I did it again. If there's a will, there's a way. And I found this one and I absolutely love it. Look at this. It's the bottom is just regular fabric, and the top, the collar, is cross stitched. But what I was thinking was, I can't reach the one that I was thinking about using. But how cool would it be for like a design like this? And then Storm was one of the colors. And how cute would that be with that on top of this material on that? And I was thinking, oh my God. And let me show you here. And it's 24 days. And it's the tops of the patterns. The cuffs are all different, the number and all different designs. And I thought, how cute would that be thrown in a bowl, like and you just pop, hand it, and just each day, like an advent calendar, you throw the pillow in a tier tray or whatever. And I just thought, okay, that was my find from last Friday, which I got yelled at because it was like, we wanted to see some of the books, but this is pretty much this book. And it's funny because Terry just was talking about, and I got this book, which I'm obsessed with these. I love color. And I just thought, how cute is this? And because I am a big fan, and everybody knows I love stockings. But look at this. Look at that stocking.
Oh, wow.
Isn't it cute?
That looks like it's wool.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's felt. And I thought, how simple, how fast. But the real reason I got this is I am obsessed with this.
Oh, it's a vest.
No, it's a bag.
That's a bag.
It's a bag.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I'm thinking,
sorry. It looked like a vest.
A pocket here.
Yeah.
And how perfect is that for instead of, I'm thinking
maybe, yeah.
Something different. I'm just thinking this is.
Yeah, you can't show the pattern.
I don't know if you can see it. Thank you for pointing. But
actually, there's a better picture of it right there. Here, we'll do this.
Okay, got it. And this is what I'm thinking.
Very simple.
I like that simple idea. I like a handle. I'm a handle kind of person. So I was thinking something like that.
We'll check out the pattern. See what we can do.
But I love the color.
Isn't
that pretty?
I love color.
Period. I do too.
Why do you think we have a stitch store? Look at all the color we have.
I saw and Vince goes to me, what is that? And I said, it's felt balls. And he goes to me, but you don't do, I'm going to learn now because I like this. I like this. So needless to say, the picture is why I got the book. Yep. This is why I bought the book. Only feeds 2.
Okay. Unboxing.
Dying for these to
Look
come in.
At. We had some before. They were paisley. These are the ones that were back ordered. There's 2 5x7 and 4 4x5 designs. It's called Full Bloom, and they come pre-stamped. So this is cool, and it looks like it's cross-stitched.
Yeah, it is.
An intriguing way to color.
I think what it is, 14.
Hold on. Yep, 14 count. Perforated paper.
How cool.
So those are in, and well, they will get into the system in a little bit. And then here's a new color, ecru. And this one is antique brown.
Oh.
There's a lovely lavender.
How pretty would that be? on the lavender. Oh, you can't do it on lavender.
But
Oh,
you
that's
could
right.
trace out your design.
Yeah. Oh,
And
cool.
then you got buttercream
Pretty.
and red. Now these are
Christmas.
perfect for little Christmas gifts, Christmas ornaments. And this one is called Sky Blue.
Ooh, pretty.
So, and they're perfect for
How cute would be a little
perforated, little design stitched on perforated paper. Maybe one of these little, like one of those little stocking
toppers,
designs.
the top on it, like a red and a green would be so pretty.
And
on
just
that.
do a paper.
Yep.
You could get some cardstock and make a little paper stocking.
Do it with these like this as a stamp. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You could, what you do, zhuzh it up by, you could stitch one of these, like say you wanted to do this, you stitch it on perforated paper, back it with some felt.
Yep.
And you can have a stand up. So you don't have to use fabric. Try the perforated
Do you
paper.
want to show
It's something
the
different.
trick you showed me with this?
What?
In and out.
Oh,
yeah.
How you use these things? They just slide in and out. When you're finishing your piece, you leave a space here, and then this just slides into the hole.
And then it makes it easy to store.
Right.
And then you could put another design on it for
Yep.
whatever holiday, whatever. So
you could do a collection of 12 for each month or
Yep.
each holiday or whatever you want to do. You could do a special one for someone's birthday. You could stitch a cupcake.
oh, clever.
So, I mean, there's a lot of different things you can do with this stuff.
But that's a clever idea to do that because it makes it easy to store. Because you don't have to worry about
one of the first
clear.
years I did a stitch along. We did. I had taken the
That's why we let her do
a
the
bookmark. It was originally a bookmark pattern, and I finished it. Actually,
that's why we let her do the finishing. She's got these brilliant ideas.
so we did the bookmark. I took the bookmark and made it a standalone. This was like the first year I did a stitch along, and the kit came with everything needed to do the monthly stitch. So you got your pattern in the first month with your first month, and then every month thereafter you got the, and this came with the first kit, and then every month thereafter you got the stuff to complete the bookmark for the month. This happens to be the May one. I like having them around because then I like the little monthly things.
Yeah.
And this is cute to keep on your desk or on your counter, or again, you don't have to put the month. You could just do a little stitch for a teacher, a thank you gift for a teacher, or something like that.
But look how cute that is. That is adorable. I love the concept. The little slender house with the little pot at the bottom. Plus, I love the fabric on the back. And then Lady Dot.
Yep, Lady Dot trim. Yep.
Perfect match.
Which we do carry, and we're trying to get more colors in. But they're perfect for finishing, all that stuff.
Actually, we were just talking about that last week. If you're tired of the little pillows, you're tired of framing.
You don't want to frame it. You don't want to make a pillow.
That's a clever idea to do on this. And
next month we're having a flat fold class, and what's a flat fold is it's similar to finishing this, only it's a little easel, and it's finished in one piece, so you can fold it flat, put it away, and pull it out when you want it. This is just a flat finish, but a flat fold is you can fold it out and it'll stand up on its own. So we're doing that class next month. That's a $45 class. You bring everything you need. It's 2 hours. This past Saturday, we did drum class, which went really well, where I taught, and we'll be doing another drum class closer in the fall. And drum class is perfect for those tiny towns. They're perfect for that, but you could do anything into, if it's a long design, you can do it into a drum. We're doing the flat fold on I think it's the 22nd of June. We're doing the flat fold class from 1 to 3. And you need to sign up. So let us know if you want to take that class. And then another announcement. Registration is open for our 1-day retreat, July 20th. It's a Saturday.
Signed up.
We already have 3 or 4 people. 3 or 4 people have already booked their spots. So, and seating is limited, folks. So if you want to attend, please get in, get yourself registered so that you have your spot. Yep. It's located right next door here at the store. Actually, it's we're going to be celebrating our expansion into the space next door. It's our 4th birthday. 4 years.
4 years.
July 8th, 2020. There you go. Yes, middle of a pandemic, I started this business. And we're still here 4 years later.
That's got to be
We are not a statistic yet. So there you go. Because usually most new businesses collapse the first year. So it's still here. So yeah, we're coming along slowly but surely. And it's all thanks to you guys. So, all right, we're a little over an hour. Mm-hmm. So we're going to call it a day. And we will be back, same bat time, same bat channel next week. So please join us. We're so happy you're here. If you like what we're doing, please give us a like. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe and hit the bell. You'll be notified when you get when we have new content up. I'm hoping to start doing a bit more of the shorts for different things. So I'm really, really happy that you guys are here. Sarah, I know a perfect chart for the flat fold. I'll bet you do, Sarah. And then Mickey, I will be posting a supply list on the Facebook page. I will pull that together later today while I'm working in the office. And I will post that on the Facebook page so that you guys will have it. It will be up in the file section. So if you have any question about what you should bring, that list will be located there. So see you next week for episode 79.
Wow, getting up there.
Ta-ta for now. I gotta go to work.